Good day. Welcome to another episode of the Sean Farrell Podcast. Guess who I am? I'm Sean Farrell. Anyway, God is great all the time. All the time. God is great. Jesus Christ is Lord. Let's not waste no more time being silly. Let's get right to it. Okay. So, it is Suicide Prevention Month, and I'm going to come back to the topic of bullying. Okay. So, for those of you who may not know, I'm going to retell this story again. Okay. I'm going to retell his story again. And, I've noticed that my views, and I noticed that my views have been going up. I have nobody to thank for that but God, because I believe He's blessed me to reach more people. So I have nobody to thank but God. Okay. So I hope this bullying video for Suicide Prevention Month, I hope this gets even more views. Okay. And I'm probably gonna make a few follow-up points. I'm gonna try to give y'all the cliff notes. Okay. I'm gonna try my best to give y'all the cliff notes. But yeah, I'll try my best to give y'all the cliff notes. Nah, the book. Okay. Anyway, so I was in the 7th grade. Okay. I was in the 7th grade, and you know how we always thought how it was cool to sit in the back of a bus. You know, that's where I sat, in the back of the bus when I was in the 7th grade. Okay. And they would just give me the hardest time on the bus. They would just give me the hardest time on the bus. And people say the school bus is no man's land. No man's land. Anything goes, okay? Anything goes, okay? Anything goes, okay? Anything goes. But I do have a funny story that I'm gonna tell y'all at the end, where the term anything goes on the school bus can actually backfire. Okay. And it backfired in a major way when I was in the 10th grade. I'll get into that at the end. Okay. But so I was in the 7th grade, and school bus, no man's land. And when it came to my stop to get hit off, the kids who were sitting in the middle of the bus, okay, they would stick their legs out, impede my path to getting off of the bus. No, I always got off of the bus, though. They just made it difficult for me to get off for some odd reason. They just made it very, very difficult for me to get hit off. I don't know why they did that, but they just did it. So they did that almost just about every day. Okay. They did that just about every day. And I was wondering why they were doing that. And I was really getting tired of it. So it comes to I stop. Okay. It comes to my stop. I get hit up, knowing that they were going to stick their legs out and impede my progress. And I just decided I'm just going to, power my way through, or force my way through. And in the process of forcing my way through, I had my short horse pulled down. I had my shorts pulled down, and you talk about being at a low point. You talk about being at a low point. Oh, I had my shorts pulled down in front of the entire bus. And the bus just erupted like a volcano in a heap of laughter. And I could not believe it. I could not believe it. And I quickly pulled them up. Quickly pulled up my shorts. Held back my tears just long enough I was able to hold it for just long enough. And then when I got off the bus, it just came out. When I got off the bus, it just came out. It just all came out. Yeah, I was. Oh, man. I cried. Yeah. I cried my eyes out walking home. Yeah, I cried my eyes out walking home. And I guess y'all can tell by the way I'm talking, it still gets to me a little bit. It still gets to me just a little bit because I couldn't understand why they were doing that to me, okay? And so I had no intentions of riding a bus for the foreseeable future, okay? But I had to. I don't remember this, but I remember my mom saying, well, we asked you several times, were they bothering you? Were they picking on you? And you said no. I might have said, I don't remember that. But I probably did. But they probably did ask me that. Like I said, I don't remember. But yeah. So sorry about that. Just heard some little bit of noise outside, so you gotta keep a loose eye out. Anyway, so I had no intentions of riding the bus, but I had to, okay, because I knew my parents weren't going to take me to school. No, no, they had their own. They had their own jobs to worry about. They had to be at work on time. So not so much so in the morning, but the afternoon was the time that I didn't want to ride it. Okay, but I had to because, and obviously I could walk home. I could walk home. The school wasn't that far. No, the school wasn't that far. But for some odd reason I chose to ride the bus, and I remember one day, I decided I wasn't going to sit in the back of the bus, okay? And I decided I was going to sit on the front, okay? And so we had assigned seats on the bus, okay? So my assigned seat was in the back of the bus, okay? My assigned seat was in the back of the bus, okay? And so I sat up front. And so this guy who sat in the front said, let me tell you something. If the guy who sits in this seat shows up then you're probably going to have to move back to your assigned seat to the back. I said, fine. Okay. Well, God must have been watching over me that day, because the guy didn't show up. The guy who sat in the front seat with the other guy, he didn't show up. And so when it got to my stop, I kind of looked back and I saw the people who were sitting in the middle of the bus. They were all looking back. They were all kind of looking back, expecting me. And so when I didn't come, so when they realized I was sitting up front, and I walked off the bus without them giving me a hard time, needless to say, they didn't like that. Needless to say, they didn't like that. And so yeah, I just wanted to tell the cliff notes of that. But yeah, another time, I was a freshman in high school. I was a freshman in high school, and I remember riding my bike on the third day of school, after school. Okay, I remember riding my brand new bike, and I flipped my bike. I pulled on the brakes. I pulled on the brake, and I flipped my bike, and I ended up being blacked out, multiple injuries, and two missing teeth. And these two missing teeth, right here. Okay. So when I got back to school, I knew what was coming. For those of you who have watched my channel, watch my videos regularly, you already know the part. When I came back to school, when I healed and came back to school, I knew what was coming. I knew what was coming. I knew I was gonna really get it, and needless to say, that is exactly what happened. I got it in the classroom. I got it in the lunchroom. I got it on the bus. No. I didn't get it on the bus because my oldest brother, he was a senior in high school. Okay, and I was a freshman. As I just said, he was a senior in high school. So I rode home with him. Okay, so I didn't hear it. On the bus. But when class was going on, yeah, I heard it. And worst place I heard it was the lunchroom. Okay, and needless to say, they really didn't care what happened to me. They just saw a guy who had two missing front teeth, who looked like Cletus, as some of them called me. That was one of the other names he called me. Cletus, yeah, that was one of my nicknames, on top of a lot more names they called me. But yeah, so yeah, bullying was bad. Back when I was in school, social media wasn't around in the late 90s, early 2000s, and it was just giving birth. Social media was just giving birth. Look at me rubbing my stomach. Oh, Lord have mercy. But social media was just giving birth around the time I graduated from high school in 2004. And it was bad. Bullying was bad back then, because back then you got stuff said to your face. You got stuff said to your face often. And that was me. That was me. You got stuff said to your face often. And I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So social media was just giving birth when I graduated in 2004. Okay. And then when social media really exploded with first MySpace, then along came Facebook, then along came X, then along came Snapchat, Instagram, yada, yada, yada. Bullying only got amplified. Okay. It only got amplified. It went to another level because not only would you hear it in schools, but you also hear it online too. Okay. You will also hear it online. And that drove quite a few students to suicide. Okay. Because they heard it at school and they heard it online. Now, for me, I only heard it at school and it hurt bad. Okay. But I don't think but for me, it never really got to that suicidal level that kids in schools deal with today. It never got to that suicidal level. Okay. Now, I did want it to stop, but I did think about suicide. Okay. And it's amazing that I didn't because I was a punching bag. I was a punching bag because of my teeth, because of my missing teeth. Now, I did have partials. Now, I did eventually get partials. Okay. But if I left my partials at home, it was a bad day. It was a bad day. But hey. Yeah, so so I said I was going to tell y'all a funny story about how no man's land on the bus can backfire, okay? I'm going to tell this quick story, okay? And then I'll be done. So I'm in the 10th grade, okay? And I'm riding on the bus. And the student and the kids who ride the bus, you just say, slow down. Then the kid sitting next to me would say, slow down, bitch. Okay. And I know she heard that. And I know she heard that because they were saying it loud. They were like, speed up, bitch. And I know she heard that. She heard that. But she never responded until one day she did. We were going home one day. Kid from the back says, slow down. Kid next to me, he says, bitch. She stops the bus. She stops the bus and says, y'all need to cut it out. Whoever's doing that back there needs to cut it out. Because if I'm a bitch, your mama is a bitch. And the bus was like, damn. That bus driver didn't give a fuck. Oh, my God. Oh. She said, if I'm a bitch, your mama is a bitch. Oh, man. Wow. Needless to say, the student stopped saying, drive for the rest of a year. Yeah, so when she put her foot down, we straightened up. The kids on the bus straightened up, okay? So that's the funny story. All right, that's it. That's all. You matter. You are loved. Don't hesitate to reach out for help. You matter. All right, peace out.